Today, we're going to be talking about how to grow plants as strong and as dense as a brick house. Come on, but before we do, today's video is brought to you by Real Grow Lab. If you want to connect with the best growers from all over the world, get tips and tricks on how to grow the dankest plants possible, and not have to worry about the censorship we get from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Go check out realgrowlab.com. Get all kinds of great Grow Talk Q&A. Plus, see all the stuff YouTube won't let me show you in these videos. Sign up and join our growing community over at realgrowlab.com. Or download the app at the Apple or Android App Store. Now let's get back to today's video. I gotta give a huge thank you and shout out to all the folks that have joined the Real Grow Lab and made it awesome. Man. We've hit the ground running there. There's some good folks on there and some good information. I've been posting some flower shots over there.
Yeah, great community and all the stuff that we can't show on YouTube.
Yes.
We've got over there. Okay, let's jump into this week's episode though, Scott.
Yes, this is what I think about when I'm staring off into space right here, okay?
Coming up with analogies on how to...
Yeah, man, I've been thinking about how growing cannabis can be explained like building a house.
A brick house.
A brick house. Come on, you ready?
I am. Okay, yeah, so you were explaining this to me before we went live, and you were saying there's a couple different components here. We've got 4 different components that we're working with.
I'm just saying, we got the bricklayer analogy, right? We need bricklayers, right? We need the actual energy to go lay the bricks. We need bricks themselves. Okay. Need some mortar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it better be decent outside or else nobody's showing up for work, all right? The weather better be decent.
Okay, so that's how you build a house.
Yeah. All right, so lights are bricklayers, right? Light represents the energy, and we need that energy in order to grab these bricks. All right, I don't know where these bricks came from. Each one of them is wrapped individually, okay? It's CO2, carbon. That's your building block of plant material.
So carbon is the brick.
Yep. And O2.
Light is the brick layer?
Your light is the brick layer, yes. Okay. And now CO2, it's got oxygen, 2 oxygen molecules on there. We got to rip them off. That's like the packaging that we have to rip off. So you need energy to do that. Each one of those CO2 molecules carbon has to be ripped off by a photon of light.
And that's
by the light energy, I'll say.
That's why plants exude or get
oxygen. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're grabbing that carbon from the CO2, we're releasing that oxygen, and we're fixing that carbon into our plant material. That takes energy. The light provides that energy.
So you were explaining it kind of like the light is the worker.
Yes.
It gets the CO2, which is the brick, but the brick is wrapped in O2.
Yep.
So it has to take the wrapping paper off, and then it's got the brick, and then it can build the house.
Yes. And by the way, and then it takes a little bit of mortar. Takes just a little. That's why the nutrients, I sell nutrients. Nutrients are important, but it is not the thing you need in the most volume. The thing you need in the most volume is energy, light, and carbon. Okay. That's what plants are built out of. And
so the carbon's the bricks, and the nutrients are just like the cement that holds the bricks together.
It's the glue that puts it all together, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then environment... You kind of went back and forth. You said, yes, it's important, but...
Well, all this is environment. If you're saying temperature and humidity now?
Yeah, because if I got a bunch of bricklayers working out in cold, muggy...
There you go.
Hot, muggy...
There you go. There's an ideal range to get the most amount of work out of the bricklayers when they have the football games indoors. There's a perfect temperature and humidity they go for, right? I think it's right around 72 degrees or something like that. So there's an ideal temperature and humidity range where you get the most amount of work out of your workers, out of your light.
Okay. Okay, and I'm going to toss it back real quick because... over in the Real Grow Lab, I've seen a lot of people discussing these things. How much light should I be using? Sure. How much carbon? What are the right temperatures and environments? We've talked about that on these episodes as well. We're not diving too deep into it. Yeah. But the Real Grow Lab is a great resource to kind of dive more into the stuff that we talked about today.
Absolutely, man. That's where you do your thinking. Actually, it's great because then you can hang out with other growers and you can all think together and learn something. But these are the fundamentals. Once you get these dialed in, then you can start playing around with some of the more advanced stuff, the crop steering, that kind of stuff.
Light hacks.
Yes, but get the fundamentals dialed in first, man. Speaking of which, once people have these dialed in, what do you think the next step is for bringing up the quality? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and check out the other couple videos YouTube's recommended for you.